Kia ora, hello, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you for joining us for our weekend weather update. And we're kicking off with the animated wind map, a slightly different one today, showing some thunderstorms. So we've got low pressure down here in the Southern Ocean. Surprise, surprise. It's been there like this for quite some time now, blowing in these strong winds all the way from Perth to Melbourne and down towards Tasmania. At the moment, a few thunderstorms brushing the very southern part of Western Australia, a bit of warm air mixing with cold air. In the New Zealand area, the thunderstorm area is north of us, or northwest of us. There's an area of low pressure starting to form in the eastern side of the Tasman Sea, and it's likely to move up north of New Zealand, so we're not really expecting those thunderstorms to come in towards us. The northerly winds, though, they are likely to continue. So a mild Friday night, but it should get a bit colder in the South Island on Saturday night. But let's look at the departure from normal temperatures. The top ones are the daytime ones. So this is Friday. You don't really need to be able to see the key, but the red area is several degrees above average. So, you know, a big chunk of Friday warmer than average. And then we get into Saturday and nothing really changes. Several degrees warmer than average, especially in North Canterbury, but slightly cooling down back to normal in Southland and some parts of Otago. And then you look at the overnight temperatures tonight. Much of the North Island mild or about average, but the South Island leaning warmer than average. And then we look at Saturday night and you're back to normal pretty much everywhere other than the very top of the South Island that might be leaning, you know, a degree above average, which you won't even notice. So this is the setup for Saturday. Low pressure to the north of New Zealand. Those thunderstorms will be up here somewhere. A bit of rain coming in for the far north and Northland. That'll be very welcome. It's been very dry there for the last 3 years. So any rain is usually welcome at the moment. Northeasterly winds coming in, so therefore it's going to be mild. However, at night time, there's a little slither of high pressure that's likely to come into the South Island. So while you've got a big low in the subtropics and a big low, or a storm if you like, down in the Southern Ocean, we are expecting the South Island to go below zero on Saturday night. So this is the freezing map, and those areas just around it might also have a frost. So you can take a look at the frost forecaster at ruralweather.co.nz. You don't have to do the work then, the computer does it for you, and you can see if you've got a frost risk coming up. Okay, Sunday shows that low to the north, so the winds will change from probably about a northeasterly to a southeasterly as that moves along the upper part of the country. We've got some showers moving in. This is why it's a little bit interesting, that below zero map, because while there are areas of frost, there's also this very weak area of rain coming through at some point, or just showers. So the timing of that will make all the difference to whether you go below zero. If it comes in early, then you probably won't. But if it's coming in sort of lunchtime, you'll probably start off with a cold morning. Notice this messy area here on the map, all that low pressure south of Australia. Well, what happens as we get into the first week of August is that it expands. It doesn't get deeper and stormier, just covers a greater distance. So this is Monday, the 2nd of August. This blue line, which measures the air thickness, it shows the colder air in the Southern Ocean taking a bite out of the atmosphere. And what it's showing you is there's another punch of southerlies coming into Australia, but also it's expanding out and across. So we've had this warmer than average July, and by the way, August is expected to be warmer than average as well. But the first week of August is likely to be a bit colder because the airflow is coming back out of the Southern Ocean. It's not coming from Antarctica, but it's coming from sort of just in this zone here, south of Australia. So there's a cold front on Monday, which will move into the North Island by Tuesday, and then you've got southerlies coming back across the country. It's going to feel like winter once again, because it certainly felt like spring for the last couple of weeks in a number of parts of New Zealand. Now we're getting that southerly coming back in again. It's not overly aggressive, but there might be a few snow flurries around, you know, the desert road. And then look at this stormy system in the southeastern corner of Australia. And we move into the middle of the week, and on Wednesday, that system moves out of Australia and deepens in the Tasman Sea. There's a little bit of high pressure just to the north that actually kind of cuts off that southerly and limits how far north it goes. But by the time we get to Thursday, in comes the next system with a burst of wet weather from the west heading to the east, heavy rain onto the west coast, and eastern areas looking mostly dry. And then when that moves through at the end of next week, we expect another southerly to come on through. So it's going to be a little bit cooler next week, not necessarily majorly cold though. I've got to tell you that the month of August is forecast to be warmer than average, just like July was. July kicked off with an Antarctic blast and a polar blast, and then ended warmer than average, and the whole month pretty much was warmer than average. Not every region, I think Waikato and a couple of others were around about average or even a little bit below, but the whole country as a whole was definitely leaning warmer than usual, and we're seeing that again in August. Before I get too much into the climate update, we've also done a ClimateWatch update for today, or will be doing one. So please keep an eye out for that. It'll be on our YouTube page, and we'll have it up on our websites, weatherwatch.co.nz and of course ruralweather.co.nz, and that will be the outlook for the month of August. That's all from me. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you Monday.